Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this special video showcase we are going to be looking at the Age of the Primes Venom figure. Now you're going to have to forgive me, I'm going to be referring to him as Venom pretty much all the way through the video. That's just because I won't be able to help myself. So before we get started, I'd like to remind anybody who's not subscribed to the channel, if you'd like to hit that subscribe button for me now please, because it really will help me out. And also a huge thanks again to Indemand Toys and Hasbro for giving me the opportunity to review this guy first. So we're going to look at him in both modes. We're also going to have a look at him combined with Micronus, which I didn't even know that you could do, and we're going to of course compare him with his Generation 1 original self, some of the other deluxe insecticons that I've brought with me, and indeed probably a few of the other figures again that I've only got with me, a small handful, just to give us an idea of scale and size. Right, let me move these out of the way, and I've got to say I'm so impressed with this. I'm really pleased that we've got finally a really good looking Venom figure. So let's have a look at him, have a look at the articulation. He's got a few surprises. Hopefully you've seen the transformation tutorial I've uploaded already for you. Let's just bring this down. The head is brilliant. I know it looks a bit like a pumpkin, but that's what the original one looked like. If we bring the neck down a bit, you can see that you can lift up at the neck, you can rotate all the way around. You've got this extra bit of articulation there on that hinge. So there's two hinges in on the head and on the neck, which is great. The antenna moves does it move a teeny bit? I think it does, but literally, yeah, only a tiny bit, which is great. Now the bit that surprised me, and again you probably saw in the transformation, the shoulders, you've got lots of additional movement here. Now it is of course mainly for transformation, but you can angle it in a little just to give yourself exactly that, different points of articulation. He is hindered ever so slightly, hampered by the wings and by the legs, but you can still maneuver around them. By pulling the arm all the way out, you can still swivel at the shoulder there, bend at the bicep, and you'll get away from the wing. You can bring it round or out or down, but let's be honest, it is going to slightly get in the way. Same with the legs, but you can have the legs however you want it to. If you really want to, and it's up to you, obviously it's your toy, do what you want to do with it. You could splay them out at the back like this to give him a completely different sort of display, which I think also looks kind of cool, but he's giving me Game of Thrones throne vibes looking like that. But it's cool the fact that you can do it, and that's why I wanted to show off the fact that you can. Let me put them back down where they're supposed to go and continue showing the other bits. You can see you've got 5mm ports on the back, on the side of the legs, so you can do lots of things with them. Again, you can use all of the weapons. He does come with an axe, and he does come with a small blaster, again very similar to G1, which we'll have a proper look at in a second. He's got a waist, has he? No, he hasn't. Yes, he does. He does have a waist swivel. Sometimes with these, I'm afraid that I'm going to break them, but I could clearly see there was I suppose, a join there. The legs will kick all the way forward. You've just got to move the knee, and he will come past the point of the splits. And again, he will go all the way back as long as you can miss the legs, which you can very easily. He's got a thigh cut swivel at the top. He's got a huge knee bend. He has an ankle tilt, rock, toe tap, and everything. Now he does have a couple of little gaps at the back, but as I always say with every figure like that, if I can't see it from the front, it doesn't really bother me. It's the same as the hands. I've just noticed then when you spin it round from the back. I didn't honestly notice that until I turned it around. So they're going to fold in, and again we are looking at something at a deluxe price point, so you're not going to be getting you know, all these, I suppose, gaps filled by hinges, etc., things like that. The detail is brilliant. That is translucent plastic, so are the wings. We'll have a look at a bit more detail then in the alternate mode. I'm going to pop his blasters in his hand, and I'm going to show you the G1, and I want to show you what a great job they've done with, well, exactly that, updating the original. I mean, look at that. It's so alike. It's crazy, even down to how the feet maneuver at the front like that with the tapping, with the wings. In fact, the wings are exactly the same sort of scheme to get it to the back. The legs, again, very, very similar. And funnily enough, look, you've got the hollow legs in the back of there as well. And again, before anybody says anything, these initially at first obviously weren't made by Hasbro with the gaps in. I think the only difference with this is, I'm sure this is metal on the front of the chest. He does feel quite a bit weighty, but you can see the homage there for all to see. It's really, really good. My original one, unfortunately, as you can tell, is a little bit loose. He is a proper deluxe size. What I mean by proper deluxe size, even though I've not got many with me, I've been able to do enough comparisons with some of the figures I've been able to just pick up on stores and on stands. In fact, I've got some of the insecticons, obviously. We've got a Devastation Prime, which you can see he's easily as tall as, so he scales with him no problem whatsoever, but he's definitely not up into Voyager sort of class height anyway. He looks great, his colours on him are fantastic, and obviously the main thing is for the fact we've now got all of the deluxe insecticons. I'm going to bring them in at a later stage. The next part of the video we're going to look at the alternate mode, and then we're going to come back after that because, as I say, I've just realised and worked out you can add Micronus Primes parts to them. So we'll have a look at that after we've looked at the alternate mode, which is now. So we're back, and as you can see, he's in his alternate mode. Quick apologies, no transformation process on this video. That is to keep the main length of this video down, and I'm sure you've already noticed I've uploaded it separately for everybody who wants to see it. I know that some people don't always want to see the transformation tutorials, so you've got the choice if you want to. However, the alternate mode on this and the transformation process, again, like the robot mode, is so similar to the original. I've just transformed the original as well to get it in alternate mode for this section of the video, and I'm just shocked. It's jogged my memory of just, again, how similar it is. This definitely is now what I would class as just an oversized, and this is great, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying this in a negative way, an oversized, updated version of the original. The similarities are crazy. I mean, look at the wings. The pivots and the hinges that the wings are on are exactly the same. The legs on the bottom, again, are pretty much exactly the same. The difference with these is that you've got the additional movement of up and down. With the G1, they just swing on that little hinge, so you can maneuver all of these around. So they've got 2 points of articulation. They've got the one where you spin, and they can move up and down as well, which you can see is brilliant. The head as well has a lot more articulation on it as well, which is great. All of this is all tucked up. It's so similar. I love it. It's fantastic. You took the feet away as well. The only main difference, I suppose, with this is that you can attach, if you wanted to, some of the newer weapons right on the side. That's only if you wanted to. To be honest, in some things I think it really works, and in some things I think it's great. In the case and in the instance of this, I don't really think that it needs it. And in some cases, I think that it might actually detract things away from it. However, maybe if you put something on the back, I don't know, no, maybe not, but I'm sure this is Blast Effect compatible. I'll confirm that when I get back home and do some more comparison detailed videos with them. But yeah, also you could put whichever side you wanted to, and again, because I found out if you wanted to, you could put some of the Micronus parts on as well, which is, I don't even know what that's going to look like now, but again, I'm just playing because it's right in front of me. And ironically enough, that looks really cool as well. I can't believe how that's worked. I'm sure there's many other things. You could put him on the back. You could be riding this. I'm not too sure. Again, you can play around. You can do lots of things with it. But overall, it's just a stunning, stunning updated version of the original. So that's pretty much all there is to say about this mode. One other bonus section of the video, as I say, back in robot mode, we're going to see what we can do with some of the Micronus parts, and indeed, of course, have a look at the other deluxe insecticons with him. So back for the final time, and I've partly started to, as I say, merge these two together. This is just, as I said in the first part of the video, I'm very surprised. I don't know why, but I must have just missed it in any of the streams. I didn't even realise that you could do that with these figures. I've only got Venom here, unfortunately, on hand. It does in the instructions. Let me show you again very quickly. It does show you in the instructions to do it with Fireflight. I'll be able to do that later on in the week. But because I've got Venom, I think it looks even better, to be honest. I just like the possibilities of it. The fact that, of course, you can still connect and use his normal accessories as well via all these 5mm ports. So if you wanted to, you could pop that in there. Oh, I've just knocked that up. What I was going to do is, I think this should work. So if this fits into the end like so. Oh, I've just knocked it in again. Right, come on, stay still. There we go. So you can turn this now into like a massive clobbering sort of mallet if you wanted to, by the looks of it. Yep, that's going to fit in there. And again, it might actually counterbalance him that little bit better. And you can pop your axe in the other hand. Again, you could just play around with this as much as you want. You don't really have to. I really like the fact that that's on there. It looks a little bit like a backpack, heli pack as well. And again, it's just a bonus feature that I didn't even realise that you could do. So that's pretty much all there is to say about this guy, to be honest. I will very quickly just bring in the other insecticons just to finish it off, because I think that's definitely the best way to finish this part off. Let's just clear the space, then move the box out of the way. And it's so great to have these represented in today's modern figures, I nearly said fingers, modern figures at a decent size and scale. I know we've had yeah, I think the last version of Venom was it the tiny one in Thrilling 30? I think that was the last one, to be honest. I do have that at home. I don't have that actually with me. But here we go. Let's get these off. And of course, the other bonus of Venom, I'm sorry, I know I keep calling it Venom, is the fact that the mold, it's just brilliant, isn't it? I'm so pleased with it. I'm so pleased with how all these have turned out. There they are then, guys. This is the deluxe insecticons. This was a specific look at the new Age of the Primes Venom figure. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care.